Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you another Python script I made. So this one's kind of a unique idea that I've thought of. So I read a lot of books and I really need the audiobook form of it in a speaker I choose myself voice. So this is exactly what the Python script does. Let me show you how it is, the workflow, the flowchart and how everything works, and maybe you can try it out yourself. I'm on my Windows right now. I have my Mac and Windows connected right now to record, so bear with me here. You might need a GPU for this. It's going to take forever if you use a CPU. I'm just going to point that out at the beginning of the video so you don't waste your time. So essentially, let me dive back into the Mac right quick to show you the flowchart right quick. So we import all the libraries and then we download all the models and stuff, and we're using a model from Bark. There's multiple models multiple speaker models you can use, and then after that you specify the file path to your book. This has to be a PDF or a text file. Right now I'm currently using plain text files. I find that works better, so it doesn't have to extract the text from the PDF. So it tokenizes the text into sentences, so when I combine all the chunks together, it doesn't repeat the sentences, and it makes them into full sentences. So this is initialize the chunks and the counter, and then iterates over through the sentences and puts them into the model. And if the current token or the token counter is less than or greater than 250, if it's true or false, then we have some handling here, and then eventually it gets ended to the sentence list, and then we eventually iterate through all the chunks that we split, and then we add all to audio chunk, and then we generate them through each chunk. I know it's a little bit confusing, but some models we did it this way. Well, I did it this way because most models have a token limit of, let's say in this case it is 250, so you get to split the whole book into chunks. It just depends on how long the book is, depends on how many chunks there are, and then we generate the audio for that chunk, and then at the end we combine all the chunks together. So, and then obviously we append audio to the arrays, and then combine all the chunks and then write the audio file. So that is it for the kind of the flowchart, kind of get idea of how the program works. And you don't really have to get all this to run the program. So let's go back to my Windows laptop that has a 4060 GPU. Now this one took, actually let me run it for you guys just for the video's sake, because this 4060 GPU and this text is not that long. So just to show you the interface and how it works. So it'll tell you how long the chunk takes, and I'll give you estimate time depending on how each chunk takes. So it'll average that time up and then give you estimate for the rest of the chunks. So here you see we finished processing the 0 out of 70, and then we're finally processing the first chunk. So this is not that long. Let me show you what I'm generating right now. So this is the file path. You would have to replace your own file path here. If you're using something like Visual Studio Code, you would just go to here and then copy relative path and then put it in between these quotes. Now let me show you what I'm kind of converting to audiobook here. It's just this kind of like 3 paragraphs kind of thing. This is how much it does take, and let me show you my task manager right quick, just to give you a little glimpse of how much GPU it's using for using all of my GPU. And I do have a 4060, so you might have to put it in the Jupyter notebook or Python notebook if you're more technical. Maybe I can come up with a solution for that, but for now I'm just running on my local machine because I have a 4060. Yeah, and then once this is done, I'll show you the final output and the speaker's voice. So it is done. We're going to hear the audio, I'm actually going to play the audio right now, just a little bit, like 10 seconds, and just see how you guys like the speaker voice. Again, this can be changed, but you have to dive into the model speakers and stuff. But I might add like a UI to this in the future. This is kind of like a project I made with Streamlit a few months ago, but this is more advanced. So yeah, let me see if I can play the audio right quick.
Author 53. A magic phrase, spoken, mumbled, or thought inwardly by thousands of souls venturing northward. An imaginary line.
There you go. There is the conversion of the audiobook, and I found this really helpful. This is something I will use. It's kind of a project that, the first project I've made that I actually use on a daily basis, because I do read a lot, and this is something that I might can share to the world. Hopefully, you know, help other people that are that want audiobooks. So yeah. So I might as well show you guys how to download it. So all you have to go to this URL right here is just type this in, or you can go to GitHub manually and go to my profile. But once you're there, you go to code and then download zip. It'll download, unzip it, and then put it into a IDE. This should be like Video Studio Code. For my case, I'm using Cursor. It's kind of like a fork of VS Code, but like with more mods. And then you have to install Python. You know, you just go to here and install it. I would do 3.10. This is what I use because it's more stable in my opinion. So yeah, after that you load the file into VS Code, and then you go up here and then type in new, you just click new terminal, and then it'll make sure it has the directory name right here, master 2. And then what you want to do, this is all you have to do. All you do is type in pip install -r requirements.txt. So that what this command will do, we'll go through this text file and install all the dependencies that this project needs. And then boom, let's click enter. Again, I already have all this, so it really won't take too long. It's already satisfied. It might take longer because downloading all the models is a lot, and once you run the program, it'll actually preload the models and download them. So yeah, all you have to do now is go to load in your book, either a PDF or a text file, and then okay, let's say I want to do this book. Let's go to copy relative path, and then once we get the relative path, we just between these two quotes right here, just paste just like that, and then run the program, and it should output afterwards the audio file. So if you guys liked it, tell me in the comments.